It's another beautiful day and we are heading finally from Barnoldswick to Foulridge. I'm going to stop somewhere near the tunnel, but first we're going to see if we can stop and fill up with diesel, and hopefully this is the last time I'm going to fill up with diesel until winter. It's crazy the amount of times I've been having to use my Jenny at the moment. What a lovely piece of the canal. It's still on her hot water bottle, but she doesn't need her coat today. Spring is definitely in the air. How wonderful. Just a bit of sun makes everything so different. We're coming past the SE stove factory. We had a little look round there a few days ago. So if you want to have a look around the showroom and you haven't already, go and find the video. Last week sometime. I'll put a link to it in the description. And this is the Silent Night Beds factory. In 2022, they employed over 700 people here. Another big employer in the town. Collection of spaniels having a nice time along the canal. Lower Park Marina. And the diesel is going into Watway, and I reckon this is the last time this year. You're right, Charlie mate, you officiated. Wonderful people in Lower Park Marina. They do all sorts of boat repairs. You can get your diesel, you can get your coal, you can moor up for a short term, long term, and just really jolly helpful. What a view. What are you barking at? Hello, Swan. How you doing, mate? Enjoying the sunshine? This Swan has decided I'm a little bit close to his nest. He's come hearing out from the bank. All right, I'm not coming anywhere near you. You're all right. Definitely being seen off. Excellent. I am not coming to hurt you. Promise. I think he's going to bite me both. We're all right, we've gone. Sorry to disturb. And off he goes, back to his nest. Thoroughly enjoying the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. The people are lovely, the views are lovely, and it's just a good place to be. That's pretty, look at that. How nice. I don't know much about them, but I've always wanted to fit a wind turbine to Wattway, and that looks a really neat solution. No idea if they make enough power though. Does anybody know? Is there anyone out there that can give me a bit of advice? This looks a very nice pub. The Anchor Inn, Canalside Pub and Eatery. I'm not going to moor up here, but maybe Charlie and I can take a gentle walk back along the canal and pop in there to see what it's like. It's always important to support these things. We don't want them going out of business. Any excuse. Coming up to quite a sharp turn around the pub. Going to park my horn just in case. Nobody parked back. It's safe to go. Oh, it's so nice to be cruising again. Lancashire hills. Spring is in the air. Excellent. Just look at that. Wow. Lancashire in all its glory. Wonderful quiet mooring these people have. And that's a Leeds Liverpool short boat. It's for sale for £120,000 if anybody fancies it. Love a duck. I like it when canals follow the contours of the land. It's much more interesting for travelling along. Might have been a pain in the backside if you were in a rush and delivering coal and being pulled by a horse and all of that. But I'm not. So I can get to enjoy it. One of the little brooks that feeds the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. When I started on the Leeds Liverpool, I was at bridge 226. This is bridge 149. We're getting there. I'm assuming Bridge 1 is in Liverpool somewhere. What a wonderful place to live. That's quirky. Nice. How about that for a mooring? Lovely. Happy about this. Hey up, Charlie. You up for this then? Should we go and find Foulridge? Yeah? We're going to walk that away. See if we can find the village of Foulridge. Might even see the start of the tunnel. That building there looks like it used to be like headquarters of the Leeds and Liverpool canal carriers. So that Leeds Liverpool Canal Carrying Company is being used by Fabello's. And I must tell you, the smell coming from that building is outstanding. Oh, I'm so hungry. (1,490 metres long. Takes about 20 minutes apparently to go through. Can you see the green light? If there's a green light showing, you can go. And the green light shows for 10 minutes on the hour, every hour. And here, if I can zoom in enough, you can see the other end of the tunnel. So it's pretty straight. The reason that they've got this traffic light system is so wide beams can go through. 2 narrowboats would be able to fit, but 2 wide beams would get in trouble. Come on then, baby, let's go see Foulridge. You all right? That's the village green. Must be kind of in the centre. There's a post box, as always, marks the centre of a village. Are we going in there? Says it's open. Oh, this is really lovely. Got a whole load of houses lining the village green, and the village hall is on the village green as well for community events. Built in 1898. Nice building. This bit of road looks old. It's called Chapel Steps. let's go. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Go on. Up, up. We can do that. So Charlie's taken us to the Hare and Hounds. Nice. This is the village of Foulridge. It's in the civil parish of Pendle in Lancashire, really close to the border with North Yorkshire. You can find it between the towns of Colne and Skipton. Foulridge has been part of Lancashire since the Middle Ages and was about 1.5 miles from the boundary of the old West Riding of Yorkshire. When they created the borough of Pendle in 1974, parts of Yorkshire, including Barnoldswick, were transferred to Lancashire, and Foulridge moved even further into Lancashire. Neighbours are jolly noisy this evening. Charlie and I are off for an adventure into the town of Colne because she needs to go and visit the vet. She's really slow walking. I don't know why, she just doesn't seem to be up for it at all. So it could be because her nails are a little bit long and her feet are hurting. That's what I'm hoping. But I'll get the vet to check her over and then give you an update. The Co-op Emporium was built in 1906. It was the first department store in the country to be constructed with steel reinforced concrete. This is Colne Town Hall, built in 1894. It was opened by Samuel Catlow, who became the town's first mayor. This is the Colne Memorial to the soldiers that died in the First and the Second World War. There's just so many names here. There's that wall full. And then again there. This is the Gables, built in 1869 for a local mill owner. In the grounds of the Gables, we've got a statue to Wallace Hartley, who was the bandmaster of the Titanic. He was born in Colne in 1878, the second child to Albion and Elizabeth Hartley. When Titanic hit the iceberg, Hartley gathered all his musicians together and they played as the boat went down. The old cobbled streets of Colne still exist. We got to the vet and Charlie made a friend. Well, that's it. Been to the vet. What a lovely practice. I don't know what this is. This little dog has only been walking about 15 minutes and she's lying down telling me how tired she is. We've got to the canal and we've got about 4 miles, which normally she's well up for. Looks like I'll be carrying her for 4 miles. Charlie's had a blood test, just in case it's hypothyroidism, and then we'll go from there. Here we've got Barrowford Reservoir, one of the reservoirs that feeds the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Walking along the track that you would have led the boat horses along when you were legging your boat through the tunnel, and I've just found this. So I don't know whether at some point there was some sort of, I don't know, a tramway? Maybe there was a tramway before the tunnel was completed. It is a jolly, wonderful walk. All right, Charlie, are you doing all right, my love? Just a tiny bit more history and then that's the end of this week's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a comment and hit the like button. It really helps. Well, see you next Sunday. Whilst having a walk with Charlie along Foulridge Wharf, we spotted this lime kiln. So I thought I'd go in and have a little look. Never been in a lime kiln before. The lime kiln dates from the opening of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. So it was built sometime between 1790 and 1796. Limestone was needed in great quantities to produce lime mortar for the canal building project. The mortar was used in the construction of all the bridges, locks, tunnels, reservoirs, walls, and even the clay lining at the bottom of the canal. The kiln we see today is one of two, each one being built either side of Foulridge Tunnel. It's a draw kiln. This type had coal and limestone added in alternate layers put in through the top of the kiln before the kiln was lit. The product, the burnt lime, would be drawn out through the support bars at the bottom of the kiln. To begin with, it was really difficult to get the limestone and the coal needed to the kiln. At first it came by Galway pack ponies from Lothersdale via Black Lane Ends. The pack horse track at Tubber Hill also brought in limestone from Skipton and the wider Craven area. All of these tracks were steep, poorly surfaced and really difficult to use. Cart horses could only bring a ton of coal a day. The opening of the canal changed all this. Rainhill Quarry near Barlick had a purpose-built canal branch enabling the limestone to be taken directly from the quarry to the kiln by barge. Coal could now be brought in via the canal from Burnley. The canal led to a boom in the local economy, so the demand for lime increased. As well as for mortar, it was used for making plaster, lime wash for buildings, and for farmland soils. This particular kiln operated for 60 years.